Hey, welcome back to our channel. I'm Stoney.
I'm T.
And this is On the Table Talk. And what we do here is read some Reddit subreddit stories. Am I the asshole? Am I overreacting? And some things like that. So if this is your first time here, welcome. And if this is your second or third time here, welcome back. All right, so we're just going to get right into it. This is an Am I Overreacting? All right. Am I overreacting? I blocked my best friend of 8 years. I have a friend who I'll call John. Me and him were super close from the age of 11. We went out to eat, play sports, and more together. He's kind of socially awkward and finds it hard to trust someone. Out of all of our friends, I give him birthday gifts and such. I don't know if this is a man or a woman yet.
Okay.
The OP?
Yeah.
We haven't figured it out yet. We go to each other's house often. When he was 17, we were sitting near each other in math class. He then got up and went to another friend. I asked, where's he going? And he said he needed help with a question. He goes to the other friend and says, can I sit here? He stinks. It's two guys, okay. He said, can I sit here? He stinks like an ogre. He whispered it, but I heard it and I was pissed as I have IBS and social anxiety. So sometimes I sweat and pass gas a lot. Okay. He acted normal the next few days and I never confronted him about it. Anyways, we get our grades for A levels, basically college. We plan to go to the same university and same degree. Out of nowhere, he tells me he accepted a different university last second and I couldn't change it back. I was mad, but I knew his future should come first. It sounds like this guy is just hanging on to someone who don't want to be around him so far. Let's see. Then he goes to the cinema with all of my other friends and only tells me about it after they went when they asked, do you want to see the Demon Slayer movie? Oh, I keep saying dragon. I'm thinking dragon. This pissed me off as he knows I've been wanting to watch it for a while. For the past few times, I made plans to go with him and he makes excuses such as bad weather when it's literally fine. He also says he has to revise for a test and whatnot. I haven't seen him in 3 months by this point. Okay, one more paragraph, but it just sounds like this guy's just holding on to a friendship that someone who doesn't want to be friends. Okay, randomly, I spot him in the park with a lot of new friends he's met. When I approach him, he walks off like I've done something wrong. You don't want to be your friend. I call out his name, and the others look at me like, who the fuck is this? I just walk off after that because I don't like being stared at. I've asked my other friends what's going on with him, but they just say they don't know. And he's finding university hard. I've messaged him a lot asking what's wrong and whatnot. He reads them and doesn't reply. My family thinks he's the perfect friend to me. What are you telling your family? My family thinks he's the perfect friend to me. I couldn't stand it anymore and blocked him. Either he just has some issue with me I don't know about, or all of my friends are trying to distance themselves away from me because of my IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or something. I always get these paranoid thoughts that they are my friends out of pity or something. For the first 3 years, I was friends with all. I never sweated much and didn't think of my smell. When we returned back to school, I started to feel insecure about it, and it was clear they were weirded out by it. I used spray to prevent sweating, deodorant, showered daily, but nothing worked. I'm probably going to block the rest of my friends and sell alone.
Oh.
It just sounds like a sad story. First of all, you're overreacting. No, you're not overreacting. Because obviously they're trying to ghost you. Trying to distance themselves from you. And as far as this blocking thing, this is still kind of new to me about blocking someone. It's like, I don't think you're overreacting at all. Yeah, you have some issues there, but I don't think you're overreacting at all. Those are my initial thoughts.
Well, I'll start off with saying, no, you're not overreacting. And I do feel a lot of compassion for him, though, because, oh, that's a tough one. I agree. When you are younger, kids tend to smell. They're smelly, they're sweaty, they're all the things ick, right? They don't care as much about hygiene. A lot of kids don't, because they're so busy out there playing and getting dirty, and and then when you talk about boys, some boys are very grimy and grungy, and they just don't care about that type of stuff until usually they begin to care when they start liking girls, right? And so at 11,
only when they start liking girls.
At 11, your friends were fine with maybe some of your issues. I do have an issue, though, with the OP saying that he never thinks about the issue in terms of odor. I don't know how you could get to 17 and it not occur to you that passing gas and the smell of it and whatnot, how do you get to that age and not realize that it can be very offensive to people, most people actually, right? And for him to say that, it feels as if you don't even think about it, then it makes me wonder how well you relegated it.
Or how often he's doing it.
Right, I don't know how much control you have over it, but it does make me wonder whether or not you are at least, if you have some kind of control, are you getting up and removing yourself from a situation, or are you just flat out sitting where no matter where you are at any given time, just letting things happen? Or are you doing that type of thing when you could get up and remove yourself so that you could be more considerate of your friends? You might be used to it, but other people, especially as they grow out of being kids, smells and things like that, some people get sensitive to those type of things. I think it's part of it is your lack of consideration. And I know that sounds harsh, like I'm blaming him. Yeah. And I only say that because you said you don't think about it, right? So to me, I can't understand why you wouldn't at least think.
Just think about it.
Think about the fact, oh, you know what? We're in class. I can feel something happening and, maybe I should leave or excuse myself. Things like that. Or if I'm with my friends and I'm feeling something, maybe I need to get up and remove myself, right? It feels like you might not even be attempting to do it because you said you don't even think about the smell. You don't even think about it, right? With that said, I don't think you're overreacting. I do think your friends are probably ghosting you. And it's probably difficult for them to be honest with you about why. Right? It might be difficult for them to say why they are doing it. Yeah, this is a tough one. It's very sad too. It's very sad.
Right, it's tough because.
Let me look. Well, he said he had IBS, right? Irritable bowel syndrome.
Right, and social anxiety.
Now, I've heard people say
sometimes he's sweating past gas a lot.
Yeah, I've heard people say they have IBS. I've never understood it to be something that you can't at least remove yourself from a situation from, right? If something is happening, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, because I don't.
Because it just seems to me like part of the problem might be you not caring. Yes.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm trying to be careful with my words here because I don't want to make it sound like it's your fault. And I might be having second thoughts about when I said I don't think you're not overreacting. You possibly could be overreacting. I'm still on the fence. My initial thoughts are yes, you're overreacting. What are you doing?
I just wanted to look to see like what it is exactly. It's bloating. It says
Diarrhea.
it says is a common gastrointestinal disorder characterized by symptoms such as abdominal pain, bloating, changes in bowel habits, including diarrhea and constipation. Let me see what the symptoms are. I want symptoms. There we go. Yeah, because I'm really thinking that part of it really might be his lack of care and him not removing himself when he can.
Yeah, but
So this is a common condition. Symptoms, but are usually present for a long time. The most common includes belly pain, cramping, bloating, related to passing stool, changes in appearance of stool, changes in how often you are passing stool. Let's see. Okay, that's the same thing. Nothing here is saying that you cannot control it to some degree in terms of holding until you can get to a safe place, right? There's nothing here saying, like, it's only a small number of people with IBS have severe symptoms. Some people can control their symptoms by managing diet, lifestyle, stress. More severe symptoms can be treated with medicine and counseling. Incoming call, no. So, so there's nothing here that says that you don't have some kind of control with like some of the issues. I don't know about the sweating part, but I feel like the sweating is not what's making his friends want to distance themselves from him. I feel like if he's passing a lot of gas, that's the first thing that popped in my mind, is that if you're passing a lot of gas and there's odor that comes with that, and most people are not going to want to just sit around next to somebody who's just letting it rip. Just, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could be what the issue is.
And they're young adults.
And they're young.
They're older teenagers.
Yeah, they're young. And I think that's part of the issue. I do not think you should be going at it alone. I think you need to make adjustments, right? If you have been passing gas sitting next to your friends without any thought about it.
They don't want you in the car.
That's not something that's cool. You need to make sure that you're able to remove yourself as often as you can, right? I'm not saying you can always do it, because not everybody can always do it. Some people do it. Sometimes it slips out.
Yeah, that's why.
Whenever you can.
That's why I was kind of like on the fence, because I'm like, are you overreacting because you blocked your friends? You could be overreacting because, well, see, it's difficult because it sounds by the story.
I might be changing my mind too.
It sounds like OP has been trying to get their attention because OP wants to hang with them.
Right.
But are you trying to talk to them? They're not trying to talk to you. I mean, have they?
They don't know how.
They don't. But they've been friends.
I know, babe, but they don't know how to say, hey. Like, dude, you keep passing gas. It's disgusting.
Bottom line is,
they don't know how to say it.
If they want to ghost you like that, I mean, I don't think you have to block them, per se. You don't have to block them, but you also don't have to communicate. Blocking them, it says like, it's like you're saying, screw you.
Like, screw you too.
Yeah, they don't know how to communicate with you, so in their mind, they just kind of like stay away. Just like I know people, but I don't hang with people. I know like 1,000 people, but I don't hang with 1,000 people. I have people I grew up with. I've been knowing for 20, 30, 40 years, but I don't hang with these people. Facebook friends. We're not friends on the internet, you know. we don't really call each other except maybe for Christmas or something like Merry Christmas. Maybe or maybe not keep in touch every year, every couple of years, every 5 years. I don't hang with these people. So for you to block your friends, it might be a little bit of acting there. Trying to word this correctly.
You're trying to be delicate. And
Right. You know what? Your real friends, no, see, I don't want to say real friends. If your friends of 8 years have new friends, then I believe that you should stop focusing on those old friends, and the new friends will come if you take the focus off the old ones. New friends, someone will accept you, because I think they're ghosting you because I'm just stuck on this gas part. I'm just trying to get a visualization of it.
I think this is where the problem is.
Yeah, I think that's where it is. And yeah, new friends will come. Just take the focus off your old friends. It sounds like you're, by your own words, it sounds like you're just chasing them.
Yeah, and I want to, I guess I have a couple questions. I know this is a young person, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to be not as, in your face with what I am thinking. I'm wondering.
We're not experts.
Yeah, I do believe that, I don't believe you're overreacting, because although your friends are young, all of you guys are young. Mm-hmm. I don't think you're overreacting to feel the way that you're feeling. Right. I would like to know whether or not you are doing all that you can do so that you're more comfortable around people in social settings. You didn't mention anything about like treatment or anything like that, but based off of what I just read, there is a way, if yours is not as serious as some people can be, because they say sometimes it can be severe, but usually it's not. So just thinking that yours is not as severe as it can be, I'm wondering, have you done things to change your diet? I know that people would, yes.
Medical advice though.
No, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm asking.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm asking whether or not he's looked into that, mm-hmm. because at the end of his post, he said something that was very sad to me, which is he would just go at it alone. And I don't think people should have, especially young people, you shouldn't have that mindset that you're going to go at it alone. So I'm mm-hmm. asking whether or not he looked into things that can make his life better, mm-hmm. versus him just having an attitude like, well, this is it, this is what it is, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna be by myself. That's not healthy.
That's not healthy, right?
That isn't healthy. That could lead to him growing resentment towards other people.
That's why I say don't do that. Just let them do what they do. Your real friends will come back to you, and that new friends will come into your life.
Yeah, that's true. However,
just take the focus off.
Yeah, you take the focus off of those people. With that being said, though, you're still going to have to make some adjustments. Mm-hmm. If you have any type of control over your condition, you need to make adjustments, because you having the attitude that you just never really thought about.
You passing gas.
That just, to me, makes me feel like you're just sitting wherever, anytime, anywhere, and just letting it go, and you're not even thinking about it. Yeah. Well, you have to think about it. Yeah. It's like,
and I wouldn't want to go to the cinema, but I wouldn't want to go to the movies with my own kids if they were doing that. I mean, does that sound bad?
No.
But see, just by me thinking about it and saying it, if it was a friend, I'm like, no, I'm not going. I'm just not going. I'm not going.
Well, there are certain things,
restaurants, I'm like,
that are just not, I feel aren't conducive to having you in a certain environment. I don't know if I use that properly, but I like certain environments, you don't want to be doing certain things.
Right.
If
it was just us I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you were just at home, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say hanging out at the park or something.
Yeah, that might be a little different because you could easily walk away, come back. You know, that your friends, they would understand that.
Joke and really laugh, get up and run. So, oh man, you smell. You know.
Yeah, but no one wants to be. No one wants to be around someone who is consistently smelly.
Right.
That is unpleasant.
At a restaurant, movie theaters, stuff like that.
That's unpleasant.
In line. And these are young adults, and they could be a little bit embarrassed for them, for you, or whoever. But I think that's what it is.
Yeah, they
don't know how to talk to you. And they just don't know how to talk to you.
Listen, people have senses. They have sense of smell, taste, all the things. They, I'm sure, care about you. With that being said, as you get older, you need to find a better way to manage how you show up.
Yes, I think you may have overreacted because it didn't sound like they did anything to you except for the guy with the whisper. They're just like.
See, you're giving his friends. They're all young people, right?
But he's calling their names. Hey, John, and John's like, I don't know this guy. And everybody else is looking back like, John, this one's calling you.
But you are saying that he is overreacting by blocking. It makes him feel as though he's the one that's kind of crazy in the head. No, he's reacting to them not communicating with him and ghosting him. That is not a pleasant feeling. And they should have expressed to him what the problem was. Right. But because they're kids, everyone in this situation are young people, young adults going into college. Because they're young adults, they don't know how to yet communicate properly. They're learning it. They're literally learning.
Yeah.
They're still learning. I know people are like, oh, they're going into college. They're going to be adults. They're still teens. They're still teens. They're still learning. Even adults don't know how to communicate. Okay, let's get to some of the comments.
Some comments. Wow, this is a long one right here. This one says, you are not overreacting. John stopped being your friend. That moment, he made fun of you to someone else. Everything that followed is just him putting distance between you two because he didn't want to tell you to your face he wasn't interested in your friendship anymore. He doesn't deserve you spending your mental energy on him. Just keep him blocked. Okay, thanks for saying that. As for the rest of your friends, I think it will be an overreaction to block the rest of them. I think a lot of your thoughts are just coming from anxiety because of John. If you block the rest of them because of him, you are letting him do even more damage to you. The only way to get over these anxious thoughts is to be vulnerable with one of your friends. Just be completely honest with someone you trust. Tell them you're worried about people distancing themselves from you because of your IBS. And you just want to know if it's really it or if you're just letting anxiety get the best of you. Give your other friends a chance to be better before you block them. If your friend you talk to is real with you, then none of them was really trying to talk to them.
No.
But this person is just saying, just grab one and just sit down and just be real with them. But if the friend you want to talk to is real with you and it turns out the sweating is the problem, there are specific treatments for it. You can talk to your doctor. I'm sure you've talked to the doctor. But it might turn out it's just a vicious cycle of you being nervous about sweating. So you sweat because you're nervous.
I mean, yeah, you have to look into those things. He's young.
He's nervous about sweating, therefore he sweats. That's pretty much what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you weren't nervous about sweating, then you probably wouldn't sweat. Okay, well, someone says...
People are just, listen, like, no one is giving medical advice. They're just trying to give him options. He is technically going into being an adult. He's going to college. He should, if they're sharing things that he could use that could help him, he's going to need that.
Okay.
He wrote this post. He can go look up different things.
Okay, here's a user that says, look up on TikTok how to make body powder. and just get the cool water cologne, the cool water cologne smell added in instead of girly scents. And then put that on after you shower to help with any sweat smells. For the IBS, you need to identify which food triggers it.
Oftentimes gluten does. I've heard that. Gluten.
Oh, yeah? And then stop eating those things. It's kind of like my acid reflux.
Yes.
Although I keep drinking coffee, even though I have acid reflux. And I keep doing things because some things flares up my acid reflux.
Yeah.
Like eating starchy foods like potatoes or rice or something like that. I get choked up. Anyway, that's acid reflux. So I understand about certain type of food triggers things that could be affecting your body. So yes, that's a good one right there.
Yeah.
You need to identify which food. You need to identify the food that's going to trigger your IBS and stop eating those things. The sooner you address it, the easier it'll be for you in the future.
Yeah.
Teenagers are just assholes. You'll realize just how much after you become an adult.
Yep.
So that's what I was saying. Just put them in the past, and new friends and adventures will come along.
I still don't think he's an asshole for reacting like that.
Well, no, not for react because they're ghosting him. They're clearly ghosting him. But you're not overreacting. He's not your friend anymore. Yeah, the first one, right?
Definitely
He's not your friend anymore. I'm sorry. Hey, OP, I can't help you with your friends, but I can offer some help with the IBS issues. Oh, someone said, would you tell me what you are not eating now that you think sets off the IBS? I don't know of your food sensitivity, so your answers will help me help you. I have ulcerative colitis, so I'm careful. Some foods don't like me. That's what I was saying about the acid reflux. Yeah, as far as the body odor, please go buy a bottle of Banro
I don't think that that's spelled correctly, but I think it's like for sweating essentially, and a deodorant.
Bathe at night and put a good layer on. Let it dry. The next morning, shower normal and do it again. You should notice a big difference. It's not there to smell pretty. It's a strong odor and sweat killer. Works on men and women. Put aftershave on cologne on your body, not in your armpits. That makes a bad problem worse. Both of my sons use it and have for years. Sending you a mom hug. Oh, okay, it's a woman. Sending you a mom hug. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
Yes, this is the OP. I bathe at night and use cologne before I leave my house. I start having morning showers. My IBS is mainly triggered by takeaways. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I try to have stuff like chicken and rice whenever I can and avoid fizzy drinks, even when mom buys it in bulk. Okay, so he does bathe at night and use cologne before he leaves the house. All right.
He doesn't have morning showers, but he said I'll start having morning showers.
Yeah, that would probably be good. And then the next one says, are you eating any dairy products? Milk, cheese, ice cream, etc. Also, try deodorant. Trust me. What makes you think he's not already using deodorant?
Try eating deodorant?
No. I'm assuming she means using it. I don't know why she would assume he's not already using deodorant for this situation. That's a little different. Okay. Then the OP comes back with, I have a lot of ice cream and a little cheese. I've tried to cut down on it, and I'll try the deodorant when I can. Oh, I guess maybe he wasn't using deodorant? That's different. I would have thought that he would be using deodorant. Okay. Someone leaves a comment and just says Gouda. What is that supposed to mean?
It's cheese.
I know what it is. I like Gouda. But why? Why don't you just leave Gouda? let me see.
Try one more.
Yeah, one more, and then we can close it out if you want. Okay, so the next one says, I don't believe he doesn't like you. He clearly said something about the smell. He could have been nicer about it, though. It's not like you can help it. Let me put my glasses on, squinting. Here we go. It's not like he can help it. Of course your feelings are hurt. That's normal. Some people are very sensitive to smells, though, like myself. Like, for instance, a person with autism might be. Try to understand his point of view. Not saying he handled it right. He clearly didn't. Next time at the doctor's office, maybe check to see if he has any suggestions. I Googled it, and Google does have suggestions. Since you're going to college, you have opportunities to meet new friends too. I hope that helps even a little bit. I'm sorry you are going through this. Hang in there. Better days are ahead. And see, this is what I was saying earlier.
But that's everything that we said.
Yes, but even earlier you were like, "Oh, don't give medical advice." It's like, I'm not giving medical advice. I just know that people are going to be sensitive to the smells. You just willy-nilly passing gas. That's going to annoy folks, especially as they get older. Kids, they laugh that stuff off, right? But as soon as you start to go into puberty, oh, no. All the things are going to start getting on your nerves, going to start mattering that didn't matter before. That's why I was saying, like, look into, like, the different foods and what you can do, because...
You start going through puberty, everything changes.
Everything starts to change.
Everything.
And obviously, he's past going through puberty. So what I'm saying is, I don't like it. It hurt my heart that he said he would go at it alone. That's not good. That's why I'm like, no. And what she's saying encompasses what I was saying and how I feel about it. Yes, he went about it wrong, but it was a smell. It's like he's at a point where he's like, God, you know what I mean? And if you could understand it from his perspective, then maybe you could do some things differently, which is why I said it concerns me that he said that he wasn't even thinking about it anymore, which implies he's probably just doing it whenever he feels like it.
Right.
You know, so don't isolate yourself. Please take the advice of some of these people in the comment section. Do some Googling, talk to your doctor, and try to adjust some of the things you're doing, because that's probably not helping. So I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not a doctor.
Just giving your own opinion.
I'm giving my opinion that you should look into it to find some possible solutions. Yeah.
And I'm sure you have already, but obviously you made the post.
Yes.
So we're commenting on your post.
So I hope you have a really good experience at school.
All right.
And I hope you find really good friends. Yeah.
Okay. So with that said, if you like the content that we're bringing, please comment, like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And that's the end of it, right?
That's it.
All right. Well, I'm Stoney.
I'm T.
And come join us on another episode of On the Table Talk, where we see what's on the table and
Give our opinions.
talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.